It's a secret. It's a secret.
Alright. I can't say I expected that. We're getting a lesson in demographics today. Oh, the world is aflutter about God of War today, and my audience chooses Papers, Please out of nowhere. Alright, here comes the surprise. So let's do full disclosure on past experiences with this game. I actually have played Papers, Please before. I have not beaten it in any capacity, as in I've not failed either, because you could argue that dying in it or whatever is a form of beating it in some... it's an ending, at least. No, I've never had an ending. I did a one-off stream with Andrew in 2013 when the game was brand new. It was less than 2 hours long, I believe. I'll probably upload it as a Let's Try once we're far enough in this series that we're past the point where I got to in that one stream, so it doesn't spoil anything or whatever, if that's even applicable or whatever, just as a reference point or something. I don't think I did well at all, although it was a little distracting doing it with another person, I think, but in a lot of ways I'm really anxious about the idea of doing this series. One of which is that I know it's a game where it's always auto-saving and you're keeping your progress and you're stuck with whatever happens, much like this war of mine. So I've got this fear of like, oh no, what if I just abruptly fuck up and then that's just it? And like, just a really disappointing thing happens because every mistake I make is permanent. Especially since, much like this war of mine, there's just a constant ticking clock element to things you're doing in this game, where it's just not only are you making decisions that have permanent consequences, but also you're doing everything under a time limit, so you just have to keep going. So that's a fun bit of anxiety just to add to it all in the background, but also there's some level of like, I don't know what the commentary is going to be like in this series, because I'm checking documents against each other and stuff like that. So I'm like, what do I even talk about half the time? Or are people just here to watch me be anxious? Is that all the commentary has to be? It's just me being what I feel? Because I imagine for large chunks of this series we won't be talking about very much, but instead I'll just be checking things and just trying to figure stuff out, and I might even be silent for chunks of it, I don't even know. Because then you have the question of like, do I try to put on more of a show, but then the more I'm thinking about commentary, the worse I do at the game, because this is a game where you have to do relatively intense amounts of like attention giving, but I'm doing a show, which is the opposite of that. And so the Let's Player problem may rear its ugly head. Then there's the question of how much of this game do I play. I'm currently running with the idea of probably playing through the game one time, getting one ending, and then that'll be the end of the series, and that'll be my canonical ending or whatever, and then we'll vote for the next game. You can play the game over and over and over and over again. There's 20 endings, none of which I've seen, but I think that there's just a level of repetition that sets in if you replay the same game over and over again, and I don't know if those diminishing returns are worth it. I think the only thing that would cause me to replay the game is if I managed to die exceptionally early. And then I'm like, well, we gotta get one of the endings at the very least, not me fucking up at the beginning of the game. So, yeah, that's most of the stuff out on the table. I'll probably beat the game in one day. So, the comments are probably not going to decide what happens in the future, because I'm going to try to keep doing this on one go to try to remember half the crap that's even happening, or all these names I have to remember and stuff like that. Speaking of which, let's grab a note paper. Grabbing my notepad so I can have something to write on if I feel necessary. There we go. Also, yeah, if I make a mistake, I won't particularly care to read any comments explaining what the mistake was retroactively. I get it, but the series is going to be so overblown with insane levels of backseat gaming stuff, and I'm definitely going to be beating the game probably before any of the episode goes up, so it's not going to amount to a lot. Also, the game tells you when you make a mistake, so it's a little redundant, but whatever. Anyway, Papers, Please. Charming, interesting, cool game about stress and anxiety. We're in a fictional Soviet country. We're a border cross agent. And we're supposed to check people's documents to see if they can legally go through. We're on the border between two nations that were recently at war, and it's really a strikingly memorable, cool-ass game from what I've seen of it, and just from the fact that people just keep talking about it continually for the many years that it's been out. Not that many, but 5 or so. But yeah, let's fuck this up. Oh boy. Select a day to continue or start a new game. Oh, you can do different branches. I didn't know it worked that way. I didn't know you could continue from a specific day. Congratulations. The October Labor Lottery is complete. Your name was pulled. For immediate placement, report to the Ministry of Admission at Grestin Border Checkpoint. An apartment will be provided for you and your family in East Grestin. Expect a Class 8 dwelling. Glory to Arstotzka. The Truth of Arstotzka, November 23rd, 1982. Grestin Border Checkpoint opens at last. After 6 long years, can the Ministry of Admissions help us keep us safe? Families to reunite. Weather and entertainment, that stuff. Alright, walk to work. I don't got no car, who do you think I am? I'm a Class 8 dweller. 1982. Arstotzka Ministry of Admission. Official Bulletin. Inspector, welcome to your new position at Grestin Border Checkpoint. Stamp passport entry visa and return documents to entrant. Entrant is restricted to Arstotzkan citizens only. Deny all foreigners. Glory to Arstotzka. So we're looking at their visas and we're seeing that whether or not everyone's from Arstotzka or not, everybody else will be removed. I think arrows are supposed to work? Yeah, arrow keys work here, which is nice. Pay attention to passport nationality, which is down there. Arstotzkan Ministry of Admission, Inspector's booth. That's the controls and everything. So let's see. This is the stamp, which I don't think. Is there a hotkey for that? I don't think so. I think I've heard you can unlock one. I think these are my rules. Yeah. This is audio transcript. That's the current date. The clock is at a standstill because until I start the day, nothing has happened. We're in magical time is paused right now. Up here is a view of the real world outside of my booth, and these are my internal views. So the top of the screen is the outside world. Here's a street inside of Arstotzka. Here's a guard. This is the inside. This is the people that are trying to get in. This is my booth. I click on that to start the day, at which point the time starts ticking, and I might get very quiet as I panic. This is my window view and the counter and crap, whereas this is my desk. That's why the perspective changes when you move stuff back and forth, because this is like a zoom in on my desk so I can actually read all these things. Alright, time and date, bulletin storage, that's all fine. And that's just a recap of the news. So right now I'm just we're starting off simple. I decline everyone that's not from Arstotzka, and that's it. Okay. Basic rules. Entrants must have a passport. Arstotzkan citizens only. These are a bunch of the countries around here. I think the war was between Kolechia and Arstotzka, and those are other things in the distance. Obristan, Antegria, Republia, Impor, United Federation. Oh. It went silent. I think it needed to load that or something. It went silent when I went over here for a second. So this is where it gets complicated. Like those are the different countries. They have diplomatic seals. They have a passport appearance. They have issuing cities, and so like that'll have to be true later, I think. Arstotzka, Impor. We have a huge number of districts. I don't think any of this is going to be quite relevant yet. But I'm just going to go to the Arstotzka page to be safe. Because if it's relevant, it's relevant. You never know. Alright, begin stress time. Papers, please. Finally, I can return home. You're from Arstotzka. Batoing, get out of here. Glory to Arstotzka. Thank you. Stop closing. I need you here. No. Papers, please. This checkpoint's smaller than I expected. That looks like you, probably. You're from Impor. Get out of my face, you disgusting foreigner. I'm joking. Don't get offended. This is too real. I can't even play. I can't even. Republia, get out. Go away. I don't even care what you're saying. I'm just gonna ignore all of your dialogue because you're not from my country, and that means you're not human. These are horrible. This is horrible. Kolechia, get out of here. I was checking the wrong part of the screen. There are not a lot of Arstotzkans going in here, huh? It was a mistake to open this checkpoint. Did he? Wait, he didn't even have a passport. He's just like being warning-ish or something. Republia. Yeah. How? No one's Arstotzkan. Holy crap! It was just the first person, I think. Papers, please. Arstotzka, and it looks like you, I think. So I think that's correct. Congratulations, Glory to Arstotzka. There's so many people. And I have a time limit. Kolechia, get out. I have attracted the audience that will vote in hundreds of people for this kind of game. I'm strangely proud of that. So things are starting off super simple. Simpler than even I thought, which is that it's just... What country are people from? That was a really bad stamp, but I'm sure they got the message. I want that thing to stay out. Stop going back. Republia. Get out of here. Get out of here with your sideburns. No sideburns in Arstotzka. I forgot to click on it. Crap. We have to reach back. Oh, it's flashing. That means I'm running out of time. I think. Papers, please. Please be... No one's Arstotzkan. I think I let 2 people in. I feel bad about that, for some reason. I think I'm just gonna feel bad about everything in this game. Republia, get out of here. Can I approve my own book? I'll never know. Manage your expenses using the checkboxes below. Okay, so I got through 13 people, so we have 65 salary made. I had 30 already. We lose 50. Let's see. Let's turn off the heat. I know this is all about budgeting and you have to worry about how much money you have or everything's going to go to hell. So I think I'm going to turn it down and make things a little shittier unless I can start making more money or something, which for the moment, not so much. Everyone's currently healthy. We have a wife, a son, a mother-in-law, and an uncle. This is my family, and I'm trying to make them all not dead. Hopefully. What's that times 4? Is that 4 passports that we own? We're Class A dwelling. End of day 1. Alright. So far, no one's dead. Almost as if that's impossible or something, but I'll take it. Go to sleep. Grestin checkpoint a success. Entry restrictions to relax. Admit foreigners. Analysts are upbeat. Increased trade and cooperation predicted. Cool. So now the people that aren't Arstotzkan can come in too, but there might be other restrictions. November 24th. 1982. Inspector, from today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter. Your booth's inspection hardware is now installed. Check all passport information carefully for discrepancies. Deny any entrant with inconsistent information. The arrows... Why arrows? Why don't you work? There we go. Inspect mode. Enter inspect mode using the red button on your desk. While inspecting, highlight 2 pieces of discrepant information for further options. This post is bound by Ministry of Admissions rules and regulations. Study the rule book closely. Highlight 2 pieces of discrepant information from inspect mode to enable interrogation. And that's just the controls again, I believe. So yeah, this little guy here does inspect mode, and then I can interrogate them about what's going wrong with something. Checkpoint of success, yeah. So all foreigners with a valid passport, which is where this is going to start to become important, right? I had to find out. I'd probably check their issuing city to be sure. Alright, this is going to get interesting. That's just the transcript. That's not relevant yet. I believe in myself. We can do this. Papers, please. You are from Antegria. Antegria... Glorian... Where's your passport, though? No, that is the passport, right. There you go. I was looking for a secondary piece of documentation. I'm like, wait a minute, no, the passport's the thing they're handing me. Don't be stupid. Glorian... Saint Amitude. There you go, get out of here. There's a city from Saint M. Oh! Invalid expiration date. No penalty. Alright, time to step it up. Republia. Republia... 1983, expires in the future. True Glorian. That looks like you. I think. Alright, so citations are bad. You get citations and you're gonna lose money. But, that's not a matching photo? Alright, we're off to a terrible start. Fuck. Arstotzka. Arstotzka or Kvenor. That looks like you, right? 1953. We're good, right? We're good, right? Please? Oh no, the fear's coming back. The fear that's been ingrained in my head for 5 years over a 2-hour stream from so long ago. Of just the fear of hearing that sound. United Federation. Kursta City. That's clearly you. It expires in the future. We're good. Don't do this to me, game. Let it be okay. Please. No! Wait, what? I just lost $5. Shit. So it didn't... Look bored, you wanna have a good time? Okay. Welp. Fuck me. Arstotzka. Orak Venor. 1980. Sure. Alright, we're up to 3 citations already. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I guess... So I think I accepted it as... I thought it looked like an abbreviation. But it wasn't the exact verbatim thing, so that's apparently the bad thing. And not okay. That's you. That's the future. Fuck! Alright. That was startling. The day was cut short by a terrorist attack. Progress is saved at the start of each day. Great. Great. Oh, we're off to a good start. Okay. So I made $15, lost $55, so we're at $15. Great. Well, I'm gonna turn the heating on, but I'll turn the food off. Try to set this off, because they're cold now. Well, now they're gonna learn what it's like to be hungry. Because I need to not spend all this... Man, can any of you get a job? Uncle, why don't you have a job? Mother-in-law? Wife? How old is the son, actually? I don't know how old the son is. Alright, so... Gonna become way more strict now. Terrorists strike at Grestin. Kolechian agitators suspected. Checkpoint lockdown. More guards, more scrutiny. So, there was an attack on the border, so now things are gonna get more strict, and new rules are likely to come in, which is not great because I already was apparently messing up a lot. Yeah. At the moment, what's interesting about this game is that it encourages you to make immoral choices as it goes on, purely through mechanical means. Like, it's just... It just has mechanical incentives going in multiple directions, and you have to make decisions within that context, and it's not explicitly judging you via the story as much as it is just... You're just making the choices. Number 25th. Okay. Inspector, entry for non-citizens is now regulated. All foreigners require a valid entry ticket. Verify information before stamping passport entry visa and returning all documents to an entrant. Lord to Arstotzka. Missing documents can be correlated by highlighting the counter and pertinent entry in the rule book. Just the blank counter. Goody, goody, goody. Alright, so now they need a ticket. Which they don't show me an example of, I don't think. But there we go. Let's get started, everybody. I'm somewhat encouraged by the fact that apparently there's a whole thing. Let's see. Valid on 125, that's today. Cool. Taihan Impor. Taihan. That appears to be you. Female. Expirations in the future. Should be good to go. Get this shit out of my face. I'm encouraged by the fact that it says you can continue from a previous day, because that means that if I screw up bad enough and die, at the very least I can... At the very least, it's not... we don't have to start the whole game over. The pressure's slightly reduced there, I suppose. You are from Integria. Excuse me. Where's the... shit? Where's your entry ticket, huh? I have it here. There it is. That's for today. Integria. Integria, after Graus. That's, future date. Is that you? Matching data. Oh god. No, stop it. Stop it. I think that's okay. It's gonna be so much slower now that, now that I'm not just stamping everyone who's from Arstotzka. Hey there. Can make you happy anytime. It'll make me happy if I can just get my family fed, if you don't mind. That's valid on today. Should be good to go. Please don't be a traitor or murderer or... Don't screw me over here, buddy. I just please. If only everyone else could just do their damn paperwork, I'd be good. Alright, so that's today. West, Kolechia. West Grestin, future. Is that you? It's just low detail enough. Discrepancy detected, okay. The appearance has changed. The years have been cruel. I'll let you have it, but I'm gonna be really mad at you, and I might find you if you screw me here, so please. God. Non-matching photo. That wasn't enough? She looked really similar. Alright, well, time to be way meaner all the time, evidently. You're from Arstotzka, so you're allowed to be here. Everything matches. I really wish there was a hotkey for that, because clicking on that tiny arrow sucks. No violation this time. I'm confused by the violation mechanic. 12-4. Yeah, but the date. Oh. Tickets for another day. It is my mistake. You did a naughty. Come back here when you got the right thing. You did a naughty. United Federation. 725. United Fed. Both. Excuse me. Well, that sounds like a too bad for you, doesn't it? You can hire all you want. You don't have the right information. Oh, I remember you. You're the only thing I remember. Glory to Arstotzka, greatest country. Excuse me. You need an entry ticket? Where's your passport? Passport! Arstotzka, so great. Passport not required, right? Passport is required. Okay, okay, I hear you. I come back again. You don't have a thing, you dummy. Alright, see you later, buddy. Oh, he's the best part of this game, as far as I can remember, which is like maybe 30% of the game at the beginning. Kolechia City, Federation. Kolechia City, date is fine. That's you. You and ticket. Yeah. I'm not even close to some of these stamps, but I just need to move. I don't think they care. Considering this potentially life-ruining meeting we're having right now, a stamp missing the mark a little bit is not really what they're going to care about. But that's the future. That's what you look like. Kolechia. Kolechia. Vedor. Seems right. Please don't be wrong. Please. I just needed to be right. Integria, you need to get your thing. Yeah, because people are just going to forget to give it to me, which is not the same. I don't think that's a valid reason to kick them out. Glorion, is that Integria? Yes. Go away. Run. Run. Do not walk. Run. Well, don't run. There's a lot of armed guards pointing guns at you, but leave my window faster. Oh, you again. Oh, I know you're Arstotzkan. I thought the same problem was going to happen again. I think we're good. You wouldn't want to be naughty, would you? Did I do good? I only got one citation, because that one photo was slightly different, and that was 2 different, apparently. Your son is sick and needs medicine. Stop being sick. Alright, now they're all hungry. Well, well, if we want food, we're gonna have to not pay for some heat, then. Son's sick, but we're getting medicine. I passed 11 people by, so we made 55 Arstotzka bucks. So that's a net gain. That's good. Sure. So everyone gets food this time, and our son gets to die less? Cool. Cool, cool. So begins this. Black market activity explodes. Government blames lax immigration controls. Checkpoint expansion postponed. Am I still the only worker? The question that always comes up here is, of course, like, so we're on the 26th now, is if they know immediately when I make a mistake, then why isn't the person that does that the person who does this work? Or is there just a person who's... is there one redundant person that checks what I do at all times? I guess. What's the... how do they know when I mess up? Inspector, stricter credential requirements have been instituted. Arstotzkan citizens must show their ID card. Foreigners must secure and present a valid entry permit. Entry tickets are no longer sufficient. So it used to just be a ticket that just had a date. That doesn't matter anymore. Now it's going to be an entry permit, and if they're from our country, they have to show an ID card. Great. A new chapter detailing document features has been added to your rulebook. Boy. Check all information thoroughly. Deny any applicant that with discrepant documents. Refer to the audio transcript to correlate entrance statements. Oh boy, the audio transcript. Oh boy. Oh boy. Documents section. Everything in this thing's designed to make you panic and freak out, more or less, isn't it? All the way down to the part where freaking, this doesn't fit on the screen with all the crap, but it's all in one book, so you have to find the right thing. Thankfully, this hotkey takes you back to the front of the book, then you can skip to the individual section at the very least. Which you have to remember, regional map is where all the passport things are. It's after that page. I should remember that, yeah, if I want to get to the rules really quickly, I click on this, then hit right. And I'll be at the rules for the discrepancy for that purposes. Alright. That's no Arstotzkan ID card. They're from those places. Altan Vasilio Burnton Octovalis Genestrora Lendifrom Forma Wozenfield and Fardesto. Yeah, sure, I'll remember all those. It's easy. It's proven that the human brain's really good at remembering long lists of things that are disparate, crazy names. Sure, you'd remember them if you worked here for an actual month instead of a fake video game one, but those are the valid seals of the entry permit. It's a shield with a dash on it. It can be a square or it can be a circle that says MOA. Okay. Whew. It begins. Papers, please. Orbistan. Entry permanent. That's one's fine. 6 months. 6 months. Plan to work. I need to pay attention to what they're saying better. Enter by 12/1. That's the future still. The brand is fine. Get this out of my... Okay. 84. That's you. Female. Orbistan. Issued... Damn it. Ah! Click, click. Yeah, I'm accidentally dragging. Orbistan, Megros. I think we're good to go. I hope we're good to go. Leave now, please. Papers, please. Transit through country. 2 days. Enter by... That's the future, so that's good. That is a valid thing. Cool, you're from Kolechia. Kolechia, West Grestin. That doesn't look like you. Fingerprint, there we go. Prove that it's you. It's a Staudek Peter. Okay, so that's accurate. Jesus. I'm clicking everything wrong now. That appears to be you as far as I can tell. There we go. Oh, thank goodness the fingerprints go away. I'm like, please go away. What? Wait, did it not match? I thought they did match. I must have misread that. Shit. True ticket. You can't do that, buddy. Boop. Do. Entry permit. That's not a permit. That's not how this works, buddy. Go away. Here, take this violation from me. Take it. Take it. Take it. Please. My family. What's the purpose of your trip? Come for visit. Duration day, 2 weeks. Valid until, yeah, everything matches. Aaron, Harsh, Suburb. You're from Kolechia. Kolechia. Also known as, yeah, East Grestin's, everything's fine. Your face matches. Thanks for not changing your face in the recent history. Please visit your DMV when you change your face. It's bad for you. Or something. Face off. Haven't I met you before? Did I deny you? Same thing. So happy the border's open. Please say the real things, please. Did you say visit? Visit son, 6 months. Enter by... Your shit's expired. Sorry. I am... going to get your shit straight. Curse you. Well, but don't... Why? If you love your son so much, why are you late? I'm gonna piss somebody off with all these statements that are not okay. Because they don't get it. In transit, 14 days. Date works. Names. Do the names match? Yes. Tomska. Shit. No, the square's fine. Okay. Integria. Outer grouse. Date works. I think we're good to go. Please be good to go. Her hair's like slightly less wispy. That doesn't matter, right? Please tell me that's not the kind of crap that matters. Fuck. Invalid gender. Holy shit. Alright, well. That's kind of judgy, but I mean, look at the setting we're in. Things didn't go great for Pussy Riot, did they? I don't remember. Visiting friends, 8 weeks, that's close enough to 2 months, right? Fucking female, sure. Tiba Misic. That's not your name. Name. Shit, now for me to figure out how this thing works. Oh, match these two separate things to each other to see if they're the same fingerprints, I guess? That's Mizak Tiba. They match, right? Am I okay? 1984. I hate this. I hate this. Vedor, I think we're good. But I don't trust anything anymore. Go away and don't ruin me. Please. No! Invalid name. So the fingerprint thing didn't matter? Why do you suggest me to do fingerprints if it doesn't This isn't even a thing. I don't... What do you want me to click on, buddy? No. Close this. Passport is a crude fake. Hey now, that is not true. It is pre-approved. Goodbye, sir. Try again. You also don't have the entry thing. Koabasan's not a real country. Okay, okay. You know like class, but I understand. I come back later with a better one. Best character. It almost alleviates all the stress and pain. Arstotzka identity card. Shit, it's our first one. Sav Borek. Passport, though? Yeah, you didn't give me a passport at all. They took away my passport. Temporary visas, that works? To be used for denials only. Oh, never mind. They give you a shitty little declining thing to click on. Alright, sure. Next. No, don't beep at me. No, fuck. Rent has gone up. Everyone's cold. Alright, well then I guess you'll have to be hungry now. My rent has gone up. And I got a penalty, so I'm not even doing a good job at my job, where I'm doing like half as many as before. Oh boy. Oh boy. Everyone's gonna die.